What is going on, guys? It is Naroki here, back with another video, and if you guys have just bought Extinction DLC, you guys probably want to know where to build up a base. So today I have went around the map and found the best base locations for you guys to build up on. And let me tell you, all of these base locations, they have a lot of good resources and just really good surfaces for you guys to build on. And hopefully, you know, maybe you guys will become alpha, who knows. But for the first base location, here we are in the city. So this is in the main portion of the city. I decided to build here and find a base location here because it's around everything. You know, you got scouts, and if you guys saw my resource video yesterday, you see everything. There's so many resources around this spot. So if you haven't already, go check out my video from yesterday. It's about the resources and where you can find everything. But pretty much in the city, there's a lot of resources. That's why I decided this spot here. It's right in the middle of everything, very flat, very easily defendable. As you can see, there are some like slopes there for really good for turret placement. And there's no 6-time damage, there's nothing. It's just incredible. You guys could build up on that little I guess little platform up there as well. I just see so many things we could do with this. Place turrets, place behemoth gates, who knows. You guys could put pillars up there. So many things I'm imagining on this little I guess little cliff here, the auto-generated structure. But anyways, on to base number 2 here. We have the same type of base in the city still, and this thing is incredible. So it kind of a little bit different than the other base location. This one has some entry points. So in the last base location, you kind of have to like fly up to it, but this location, there are little ramps that are leading over to it. So you guys are probably gonna have to, you know, cut off some of those ramps and figure out how to do something, just fix it so that you guys can't like come in and get raided from every side. But if you do fix off those sides, as you can see, this is a very good spot. There's some metal there in the center. There's water right next to you. You got literally everything. You can get land dinos up there. It's really good. It's in the middle of all the resources that you're gonna need. It's got metal, water, you got all the element, you got everything because you're right in the center of the city once again, meaning that you got access to a lot of different things, including CP, which is a main source that you're gonna need. But anyways, moving on to base location number 3 here. This is a little bit of, I guess a little bit more of an advanced tribe base. So this is where you're gonna be building up like a huge empire. So if you see this right here, it's like a little bit of a generated structure with almost like branches coming off of it. And on each of these branches, there are so many things a big tribe could do. You could have different turrets on each, and because of the turret limit, you could, you know, put more turrets on top, more in the bottom, have 100 on top, 100 on the bottom, just because it's more even and spread out. So there's so many things you could do for a big base on that one, and it's also very close to the city, so that's why I love this one as well. So let's move on to base location number 4 here. This is in the wastelands. That's the location right there. It's a little bit farther away than the other ones, but this one has some good resource spawns around it. I know there is some metal nodes above it, as well as just the location itself. So look at this thing. Oh my gosh. So I ended up placing down a wooden structure to see if it's 6 times. There's no damage in here. Like literally it's normal damage, not 6 times. It's not counted as a cave. There's 3 entrances. If you block off all those, you could store so many dinos, so many turrets. It's a really good base location. The only thing is that there is metal nearby, but it's just not that much. So it's going to be very hard to build up. Plus, seeing as it is in the wastelands, corrupted dinos can break through metal, or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't tested it out yet. But if that is true, your base is going to be, you know, it could get destroyed by corrupted dinos. So you're just going to want to make some sort of defense to make sure that these corrupted dinos can't get in. But let's move on to the next one here, number 5. This is more of an alpha design base, or base location rather. So as you can see, it's a peninsula in the desert. So this desert biome, I don't know if you guys have been over it yet. It's kind of on the far right side of the map. And this thing is insane. I've seen a lot of base locations just like this on other servers. So pretty much what this is, you have like a flat spot on top where you can put your main base, and then it's like a peninsula. So on that whole other little archway coming over to it, you can put turrets, turret towers, behemoth gates, everything you need to kind of block it off. So that's why this base location is really good for alpha tribes, seeing as you can just fit so much, put so many defenses, there's so much room for you to place down turrets and all that. And the only thing bad about this base location is the metal spawns are a little bit far away and there aren't that many. So On Extinction itself, I mean, I'm looking for metal spawns, and they are very difficult to come by unless you're in the red zone. The red zone has so many metal spawns, but it's not the best place to build. So let's move on to base location number 6 here. Those are the coordinates right there if you want to come on over, and that's where it is on the map. So if you want to come on over, it's in the wastelands again, but it has a lot of different spawns. There's obsidian, crystal right nearby. I believe there's some oil too. I didn't see any metal spawns, which is a bummer, so you're gonna have to do a lot of traveling for metal. But if you guys are a huge tribe and you want to build up right here, look at this spot. Oh my gosh, it's so flat. There's like 3 entrances to get up. You could block all of them off, place down turrets. It's such a huge base, very open and very easily defendable because it's so open. So this is definitely you know, on my list. I'm thinking about building here. I'm not really sure yet. Once it comes out on console, I'm gonna have to pick a base location, guys. But there are so many things you could do. You could put behemoth gates, pillars, turrets, whatever you wanted, and this thing is gonna be very easily defendable. So here on the inside, I go and I place a wooden structure just to see if this thing can actually be like broken and see if it's 6 times damage. But to confirm, as you can see, 3 hits and it went down about 40 damage, so that proves that this thing is not 6 times damage, meaning it's a very good spot for you to build a base, especially have a main base like in that hidden structure part. So that's this base location. It's one of my favorites, to be honest, because it's so open but very easily defendable, and it's not 6 times. It's like a freaking 3-in-1. Like, what is this? But anyways, let's move on to the next one here. We have base location number 7. So this base location, it's kind of like the last one. It's a little more hidden, but it is very, very good. Now, unlike the last base location, this one is much more secluded. As you can see, there's a whole roof on top. It's almost like one of the first base locations that I showed you guys, but this one, it has like a really good spot for you to store dinos up top, and it's just really, really sick. Again, though, with the wastelands part, if you're going to build in the wastelands, the only thing is that you're going to have corrupted dinos attacking you 24/7, which is quite annoying, to be honest. So that's why the wastelands is it's a little iffy. You don't always want to build there because of that. But if you can somehow prevent the corrupted dinos from attacking your base, that's always very good, because then you can build up here. But anyways, moving on to the next location here, I believe this is number 8, and we're looking in the snow biome now. So I wanted to try to find a base from every single biome, every single like spot on the map, just not to have all these bases like cluttered in one area. So this base location, it's the best one I could find in the snow biome. It's this whole little like top of the mountain kind of. There's some metal spawns along it, nothing insane, and it's not like the best base location, seeing as there's a lot of dinos here. A lot of just dangerous things, and to be honest, I don't know why anyone would really build up in the snow biome. It's very dangerous, and there's not that much metal, so I can't see anyone building up here. But maybe, you know, there'll be a few tribes that just secretly build up here and get big, but I don't see it being a big thing unless you guys really want to build a base here. This is the place to go. But now let's move on to the lower part of the map. This is the forest, base location number 9, and we're gonna see what exactly is down here. So as you can see, there is like a really flat area for everyone to build on, and it's really good, just seeing as, you know, there's you got the stones, the freaking metal, you got crystal, you got everything you need down here to make a really good base. Not as much metal as I would like, but you know, there's some metal here. I saw a few spawns, which is better than nothing, to be honest, because metal is so hard to come by these days. But this base location, if you can properly I guess seclude it and make it really good, this is going to be a really good spot for people to build up, seeing as it's really flat and there's only one way to actually raid this base, one really big opening, which you could seal off. But that is that base location. It's pretty good. I mean, it's one of the best ones in the forest itself, seeing as the forest, I mean, it's an okay base, but there's just not enough metal here on this map, which kind of stinks. But this is the last location here. Those are the coordinates. It's pretty good base location, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of like the last one, how it has like a cliff behind it, but this one is a little more secluded. As you can see, there's only like one small entryway, and then everything else is just a cliff. So that's why I really like this base location. You can, you know, kind of wall it off, make it your own. There's a little bit of metal nearby, nothing insane, but it's okay. You know, you can build up on here. I could see an alpha base kind of growing on there, but it's not anything insane. You know, there's much better base locations out there, but this is the last one I could really find in the forest that was good enough. You know, there's some metal, as you can see, as you go down this little mountain here. But if you guys do want to build up on the forest, I recommend this spot right here, just because it's probably the best spot. As you can see, there's metal, and not many spots on the forest have metal, which is really rare. But that is pretty much all of the base locations here today that I went over. If you guys did enjoy the video, why not subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I'm going to be banging out so many Extinction videos. I have so many ideas in mind. Oh my gosh, it's insane. You guys are going to love the content coming up. I just took another week off from work so I could focus on Extinction. It's going to be awesome, guys. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Have a good one, and peace.